Today we're going to be doing a deeper look into newly acquired wide receiver for the Arizona Cardinals, Zay Jones. How will the Arizona Cardinals use him in this 2024 offense? Let's get started.
My favorite route is the one that scores.
Alright everybody, welcome back into another video. Definitely do me a huge favor, smack the like button on this video and subscribe for more Arizona Cardinals content. On this channel, we cover everything Arizona Cardinals, breaking news, conversational pieces, everything surrounding your favorite team. So subscribe it up, it's absolutely for free.
Let me ask you this question right here. Inside or outside? And what is your favorite route?
I think in college, I played inside.
Okay.
And then in the NFL, I grew to play on the outside. So I think capability-wise, I could do both.
All right, let's go and dive right into it. Let's talk about newly acquired wide receiver Zay Jones. Now, he recently had an interview with 98.7 Arizona Sports, and if you weren't excited about this Zay Jones signing before, you should be excited about Zay Jones after the interview because it got me really pumped up, right? We're talking about a guy that's absolutely charismatic, a guy that loves football, a guy that's humble for the opportunity, a guy that really wanted to come to Arizona because he said that he felt like the Cardinals actually wanted him and are going to use him in the way that he hopefully has hoped to being used, right? And honestly, at the end of the day, I'm very, very excited about this signing here because the Arizona Cardinals before the Zay Jones signing stood as this. We had Marvin Harrison Jr. obviously being our number one wide receiver. Michael Wilson, if he can stay healthy, we all expect him to take a big jump in year two. And of course, we got Greg Dortch, which is a guy that's 5'7", but plays like an absolute dog and plays bigger than a 5'7" guy, right? A guy that absolutely has spirit. And a lot of us are really excited for him to finally get an opportunity in that slot position. But listening to this interview here from Zay Jones, he actually came out and said that he played primarily the slot position in college. When he went to the NFL, he transitioned into the outside role. So definitely a guy that has the flexibility to be able to be used on the inside or the outside, but it kind of begs to question here, right? How are the Arizona Cardinals going to be able to use Zay Jones in the 2024 offense? It seems like the wide receiving core seems to be as established as it is, but maybe we are going to be using Zay Jones a lot more than we all anticipate, right? We're going to be able to use him as a guy that splits time with Michael Wilson, a guy that splits time with Greg Dortch, being the fact that we might be able to get a slot wide receiver that's 6'2" on the inside, a big target along with Trey McBride on the inside of the field as opposed to the outside. It definitely kind of leaves some questions out there for the Cardinal fans who really get excited for the opportunity of Zay Jones maybe playing on the inside. Now, I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to steal the job from Greg Dortch because I feel like Greg Dortch absolutely deserves an opportunity on the slot, but if we can get some split time on the inside as well as the outside for Zay Jones, I feel like that would be absolutely exciting. Now, he also came out and said his favorite route is the one that scores, so that's really cool on its own. I really do like Zay Jones as a person. I feel like he did have a good, respectable career so far in the NFL. Obviously, he split some time within 3 teams within his career right now. He got drafted with the Bills, he spent some time with the Raiders, and then he spent the last 2 years with the Jacksonville Jaguars. In the 2023 campaign, unfortunately, he did get hurt, which kind of held him out through a lot of games, and his production wasn't as great, right? He still finished off the season with 2 TDs. He had a catch that was well over 36 yards, and he actually averaged about 9.4 yards a catch. He finished off the season with 321 receiving yards. So nothing to kind of write home about, nothing too exciting, but he did have some very good productive years in the NFL. In 2022, he had 823 yards, had 5 touchdowns, and then his second year with the Bills. In 2018, he had 652 yards and then 7 touchdowns. So if we can just get a sliver of that production from Zay Jones, that would be absolutely amazing. I would love to see Zay Jones on the inside. Like, seriously, like if we can get Michael Wilson, Marvin Harrison Jr., and actually have him split some time with Greg Dortch on the inside, or even split some time with Michael Wilson on the outside, that would be absolutely amazing. Or is Zay Jones going to be a guy that's going to be a depth piece for the Cardinals? I don't think he's going to be. I think we're going to be seeing him a lot more than people anticipate. Now, I do believe we are going to get a very fair crack at this training camp. Now, I really would love to see Zay Jones, but it's going to be at the expense of one of these two guys, right? Are we going to be seeing less of Greg Dortch? Or are we going to be seeing less of Michael Wilson? I think, obviously, Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to be our franchise wide receiver, right? I think it's written in the stars and written in stone already. He is going to be the guy that's going to be out there and going through the bumps and bruises in his rookie year. And I think we're all expecting a big jump from Marvin Harrison Jr., but with the whole Zay Jones thoughts, bringing in a wide receiver that's got the experience, the veteranness, right, that has had a very solid career in the NFL, that's done it already for 8 years already, and this is going to be his 9th year. I believe he's going to have a lot of presence for this Arizona Cardinal team in general. Even if it's not on the field, he can definitely be a guy that's going to be that veteran presence for these young wide receivers that we are going to be rolling with in the 2024 season. So honestly, this whole Zay Jones signing just got me super, super pumped up. I honestly, if I'm going to throw a prediction out there, I think Zay Jones is going to give us like 3 or 4 plus touchdowns. Not kidding. I think he's also going to give us 500 plus yards receiving as well. I think we're going to be using him a lot more than we think. I'm very, very interested to see how we're going to be able to use him. Listening to the interview, he came to the Cardinals because of what we're building here, as well as because of Kyler Murray. But not only that, he felt like the Cardinals truly valued his play and who he is as a player. So that tells me that the Cardinals are probably going to use him more than we actually think. So let me know what your guys' thoughts here are on Zay Jones. Overall, I think it's a solid pickup for the Arizona Cardinals, being the fact that we got him on a 1-year, $4.25 million deal. Definitely a guy that we're going to be using a lot in the 2024 season, if not on field. Definitely has a veteran presence for these young wide receivers as well to help kind of mold their careers. And hopefully these guys can be 8-9 year type of wide receivers moving forward in the NFL. So ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts here on Zay Jones? Do you think he's going to be a big X factor for the Cardinals in terms of just being a solidified spot on the outside? On the inside, do you think he's going to split reps with Greg Dortch and Michael Wilson? Let me know here in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day and go Cards.
My favorite route is the one that scores.